out there in YouTube land. It's Morning Joe with Joe. Today's guests are Toby Wallace and Oliver Duke. They're on the couch. I guess we're their shrink. Got up early this morning, which is a good thing because it's already 80 degrees outside and it's only a little after 7. I got up crazy early because I had a Charlie horse in my leg just snap me right out of sleep. I hate when those happen. Well, as you can hear if you're listening or you tuning in later, Susie K's out there raising cane. I think there's a squirrel the next town over that she hears. So, Toby, how do you like being a little dog in the pack? Yeah? No, I didn't take him over here. I can't have you on my lap, I told you. We got a few more days before that can happen. People that just stop in for 2 seconds. I seen them on here. I just didn't go back and say good morning because it doesn't do any good. Because all they do is leave anyway. But as you can hear, Susie's just being Susie. Somebody's on. Toby, say hello. You don't want to say hi? Susie's saying hello to squirrels. I don't know what she's yelling about, but she's at the back of the yard. Bark, bark, barking. Made my coffee strong this morning. I usually never make a full pot, but we got guests over. So I made a full pot of coffee in case anybody wakes up and wants some. If not, that means I'm going to have all kinds of coffee. Toby Wallace, say hello. He's bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning. Unlike his brother Oliver, who's sound asleep. He said, I just had to use the bathroom. I'm ready to go back to bed. And of course, Wally Clark's down there. He's laying down, relaxing. Everybody have a good Saturday night. Mine was all right. I'm not gonna complain. Good evening, Crunch. How you doing today? Or how was your day? Your day's over. That's good to hear, brother. I'm glad you're okay. You never know this day and age. Ooh, I hate catching a cold in the summer months when it's hot outside. You just feel miserable. Summer colds are the worst. What's the old saying go? Starve a cold, feed a fever, or something like that. I probably have it all backwards. Ah, yeah, allergies are worse than colds, I think. They're terrible. I don't get very many allergies. I have sometimes there's something in food that'll make me sneeze after I get done eating a big meal. I'll sneeze and my nose will run. I guess I'm allergic to good food. I really don't know. "20 times in a row." That's a lot of sneezing. I don't mind sneezing when I have to. I hate whenever I have to sneeze and one gets caught halfway out and you're like, and nothing. You're like, man, come on. I was ready to blow some snot all the way across the house. Yeah. Everybody sneezes. Shouldn't be embarrassing. Everybody has the sniffle sneezes once in a while. Oh boy. Molly getting into the action now. She's out there bow wowing. What's up, Wally? Why don't you ever get up on the bench, Wally? He said, because that's where you point that camera, and I have to stay away. You don't like the camera? But you're so beautiful, Mister. Hi. Hello. Let's see if we can back it up and get a little bit of a look at him. Oh, he's definitely too close to even move the camera. I tried, guys. I tried to show everybody Wally. But Wally doesn't want to be seen by anybody. He's just being a turd. Everybody's outside except for Ruby. She went back in. She just like didn't want to deal this morning. Susie's back up. She's done barking at the squirrels in the next county. Hi. She's about to give me a lecture. She just don't know what to say yet. Good morning, Linda. How are you today? What made it dark outside yesterday? Did you guys have a sandstorm or something? I know those will block out the sun. I ran into one time driving a truck out west, and you know you got to pull over because you can't see a thing. No. Got them two little ones. Them baby puppies trying to tear stuff up. They're doing what they're doing. They got into my Walmart bags. She's just happy as a pig in slop if she can tear stuff up. And that's the both of them rattling the Walmart bag. More messes I gotta clean up here in a bit. But if it keeps them quiet while I enjoy my coffee, have at it. Now if they start tearing chunks off, then we have to get them. Teddy, no, leave them alone. He's like, she's got a bag. I want one of my own. There we go. Wally moved back to where we can see him. Hi. How you doing, big guy? He said, I'll come up there and show you how I'm doing. Just like brothers and sisters. She dropped the big portion of the bag to grab a piece of one. And he had to go over there and get the big bag. You guys keep tearing it up, I'm going to take it away. You can rattle it around, but you can't tear it up. I don't think they're listening to me, but it makes me feel good at least to tell them what to do. Teddy, stop it. You can't tear stuff up. Damn, Wally, shaking the world, are you? How many of those bags you guys got out? Oh my goodness. She got another one. Did you guys save any Walmart bags for me? I was saving those. I was going to put your clothes in it and pack your stuff. Get out. I'm kidding, buddy. I don't want you to go. All right, sweetie. Watch your paws. I can't have you in my lap. You have to. You have to wait till we're in the chair. Okay. So I'm unable to pick anything up over 5 pounds for the next week. After my surgery, I got the hole repaired on Friday. And the whole growing area is purple where they stabbed me with the needle and went in. And I don't mean black and blue. I mean it's purple. It's like, whoa. Everything's turned out. Nobody beats Fodder and Son. And Uncle Ollie. Yeah, no weightlifting for me. Unless I want to work out with 3-pound weights. I would just like everything to be done with, which I'm pretty sure that was the last of the major things that needed done. I get my engine overhauled. Got a new battery put in. Plugged all the holes and leaks. Her and her daddy. And then of course here comes King Jealous. He's like, no, you gotta play with me too. They're all just having fun. Doing what my puppies do. I went to put everybody to bed last night and nobody got in their right cages. Well, Toby and Teddy got in their correct crate. But Oliver and Wally, they got in the big crate, which is usually reserved for the girls. So then we had one oddball out, which was Molly. So I put her in the bed with me. She gets to go up there once in a while and hang out. But she's my baby, so I let her do it. Hello. I don't know your name, but hi. Good morning. Or afternoon. I don't know what time zone you're in. Or what day you're on. I'm on Sunday morning. There's There's people on Sunday evening. I had some good coffee this morning. Now they're all spread out across the bench. You know, Molly, she's come a long way. She goes by Oliver. Used to, she would run from him as far away as she could get. He's just my lazy boy. And I'd like to thank my daughter because yesterday she did the daunting task of giving all 7 dogs a bath, her and her husband, since I was unable to, and I was going to be down for another week. And they at least got them in their little bath and got everybody washed up and ready for me. I thought that was mighty nice. No idea what they're barking about. I don't hear any dogs anywhere. But Susie, she could bark at anything. And she proves that, as you can hear. I think there's a squirrel in the neighbor's yard. And Oliver's like, would you shut up? I'm trying to sleep. My big baby boy. Yeah, she was giving Oliver a bath and she was like, she found pink dots on him and she's like, is he all right? What's wrong? And I was like, yeah, it's part of Oliver. He's got, the way they're spaced out, they look like somebody shot him with a BB gun or something. But he's got little round dots all over him. And he was a bait dog, so there's no telling what they are. Huh. He's a good boy. You's a good chug. You a Chihuahua pug. But yeah, so when he just lays around, I let him lay around. He's basically retired. He doesn't have to do anything you don't want him to do. So I guess the messages are, they stopped coming in. Which that's one of the bad things about this is sometimes the messages don't come in and you sit around here and I don't know if they're coming in because nobody says hey or hello ever. Last night we had some homemade pork chops and a big fluffy baked potato for dinner. It was a late dinner because my daughter worked late and there was a bunch of stuff she was trying to help me get through in the house. So we eat a little late. She was like, I didn't make a vegetable. And I'm like, I don't care. I eat meat and potatoes. So I'm good with pork chops and baked potatoes. It's what I like to eat. We like meat and potatoes around here, huh? Wally. So what are you eating tonight for dinner, Crunch? It's about your dinner time, or you've already eaten. I don't know what. Nah, there's no there's no specific diet or anything that I have to be on. It's a good thing because I probably wouldn't follow it. I would be like, no. I would be all lazy and like, I'm not doing that. I hate food restrictions. But I did get this cool shirt that she picked up for me from Alaska when she went on her little Alaskan cruise. Of course, it wasn't a vacation cruise. She had to work. But that's the kind of job everybody needs, to where they actually pay you to get on a cruise ship with somebody. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. They eat the leftovers from lunch or whatever. I mean, that used to be the old way. Back a long time ago, that's why they would call it breakfast, dinner, and supper. They'd get up in the morning, they'd eat a big hearty breakfast, get out and work the fields. They'd come in for lunch and have a big giant spread for lunch. And then they would just, at supper, they would have a little leftover lunch and things and go to bed and get up and do it all over again. What is the pulses? I know what rice is, but what's the other stuff? I'm not too familiar with that. We have rice and beans, right? Okay, lentils. I know what that is. I haven't eaten any, but I know what they are. Dude, just because that's... Ow. No, you can't put your paws there. There's a lot of heavy bruising going on. Mister. Yep, yellow colored. That's what I got to do. I got to take some stuff out. I'm going to smoke some ribs and do a pork tenderloin in the smoker this afternoon. That's what I think I'm going to have for dinner. We'll smoke some food. Hi, I told you can't jump up here, buddy. I love you to death, but you can't jump on my lap right now. When we go inside and I sit in my chair and I put my pillow down across my lap, you can get up there, I promise. Yeah, the bruising's real crazy, so getting them across my stomach or in my lap, I have to put a pillow down. Because that stuff it bruised a hell of a lot more than what I thought. Now, I don't even know what that is, so I haven't eaten it, I can tell you that. Unless there's another name for it here. And it's like, okay. the South, we eat greens, collard greens, turnip greens, mustard greens. I like collard greens and mustard greens. Turnip greens ain't too bad, but collard greens are my favorite. I'm gonna take your word for it. You sound like you know what's good to eat. Watch your stuff, buddy. Watch your stuff, mister. I need you to go find somewhere to go. Something to do. Yes. 2 seconds. You gotta jump. Don't touch me. Don't sit in my lap. You can sit on my leg. Good morning. Yes. I like spices. I had my first plantain yesterday. My son-in-law fried those up. He made fried plantains for lunch. And those were actually pretty good. You got your wish. You got up in my lap. So yeah, I like flavorful stuff. He cooked them up. I tried one and I said, So I added some seasoning to a couple of them and fried them up myself. Those were actually good too. But I'm from the South, so you can deep fry everything and make it taste real good. Shoe leather, it doesn't matter. If it's fried right with enough seasoning on it, you can eat it. Goodness gracious, I need to shave. It looks like a banana, but it's definitely green, and it doesn't peel like a banana. So I guess it's a fruit, but it's, I'm going to take a wild guess that it's from the banana family. It's not as soft as a banana. Yeah, I guess kind of like a raw banana. It's unripe. It's green as can be. And they don't peel like bananas. You got to cut them off, and their skin's a little harder. Is the only way I can describe it. And it's not sweet like a banana. It was fried up with they cut it and they put it in oil and fry it. It says Linda said hi again. But yeah, they cut it in little chunks and then they put it in oil and fry it till it gets softer, and then they take it out and then they smash it into like a little pancake, and then they put it back in the fryer, and it's usually with a bunch of when he gets it out, they put salt on it. And they were saying something about ketchup, and I'm like, I don't know about that. But they made that and eggs and some other stuff for. I had chips and salsa because my son-in-law likes the salsa that I make because it's got a little bit of heat to it. So that's what they had for lunch, and she was like, you want this, this, and this? I'm like, sweetie, I normally don't eat lunch. I wake up and might have a snack through the day, maybe a sandwich once in a while. But I like to wake up and dream of dinner. That's what I want. I want something good to eat for dinner. There comes the rescue. They're out there barking. Wally's going to start rutting up the ground. We'll go back over here to Ollie. Ollie, what's good today, bud? He said, I don't know, but they need to shut up. He's trying to sleep. I need to get some zucchini and some squash. I like frying zucchini and frying squash. And it's the funniest thing because after my stroke, I started eating sushi, which I've never eaten before. Started tasting good. I was eating fried green tomatoes, which I've never eaten before because I don't care for tomato slices. I like salsa, homemade spaghetti sauces that's got tomatoes and stuff in it, but just to eat a tomato, like a slice of tomato on my cheeseburger, I don't really care a lot for that. There's one fast food restaurant that I will leave the tomato on, and that's Culver's. I'll get me a double deluxe burger, and it comes with a tomato. And I'll leave it on there because it actually goes well with it. But I'm not big on tomatoes. That's why I like making salsa, because I know my body needs tomatoes and things like that. Everybody needs a vegetable. So I get on there and I just mix up some salsa, and that's the best way. I'm gonna make another batch today since he's here. I'll show him how I make it. That way he can go, when he goes home, he can make his own. Because last time they were here, we went out to eat to this little Mexican restaurant up the road, and he was like, man, I should have brought some of that salsa, because he wanted to pour it on his tacos. And he's a good guy. He works hard. I wouldn't care what he does and how he does as long as he treats my daughter well. Not here. Salsa is red. It's made with tomato. They have green chilies and things. I guess you can make some salsa out of some green chilies and stuff like that. But my salsa's red, and it's not a gravy. We dip chips in it. Put it on tacos. It's good on eggs in the morning. But you gotta like spicy food, because it's made with jalapenos, onions. I put a can of hot Rotel in there and a can of hot green chilies. Gets a little bit of garlic, some cilantro. It's the salsa that I make. It's red colored, and I dip my tacos in it. I'll bring the jar out. I have to go get some coffee here in a minute, so I can bring the jar and show you. But it's basically made with whole tomatoes. You put a whole onion in there, a couple cloves of garlic. It's actually really good. You put some garlic, some cilantro, salt. And everything. So normally I like cheese dips. I love a good cheese dip on for a chip. But I've been on this salsa kick, which is, it's tomato, so it's definitely better for me than the cheese. And I also wanted to know how to make it. And when I found the recipe on how to do it, I was like, okay. So then I added a little twist because I like a little more heat than what the jalapenos were giving off. But they were giving off enough. And the first time I made it, I didn't want to make it too spicy because my brother can't handle spicy. So I made it as mild as I could. And like he said, it's got a delicious flavor, but he can't do it. Heartburn, stuff like that. So he didn't want any more. So I started making it the way that I wanted it. Spicy. Spicy and ready to go. But yeah, I might, since I gotta make it, I might just take a few minutes and do a quick little video on how a fat guy makes salsa. They hadn't had theirs blended up. They make something like it, but I guess this is more of a, let me see if I say this right, a Pico Gallo or whatever that shit is, where they have the same stuff in it, but it's more, they leave it in chunks, like little chunks of tomatoes in it and things like that. So it's a more, yeah, jalapenos got a little more spice than the green chili. But you got to get the good jalapenos, the one with all the seeds and stuff in it, because that's where the spice comes from. The capsaicin or whatever it's called is in the seeds and everything. But I like a little spicy food. Put a little heat on it. Watch out, Rue. Watch out, Toby. Get in my seat. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take off and make some coffee and then well, that's cool. Go sit on the front porch and enjoy this day, Linda. It's a good day. Any day we get to wake up on this side of the dirt is a good day. But when I went in and made my coffee, I decided I would grab this. I usually make about 3 big old jars like this, and this is what's left out of the 3. But that's the salsa. It's just tomatoes, spices, and everything. You dip your chips in it, or you pour it over your stuff. It's really, really good. I need to make a video on how I make it, because if you like spicy, then that's good. You guys cannot get up here. You two are the most demanding, and no, I love you to death, but I can't have you guys in my lap. Yeah, it's like a dipping sauce for things. You can dip all kinds of stuff in it, whatever you like. But it's easy to make, and to me it's really good. You two stop. Alright, as soon as I went to turn the camera back, they all took off. Hey, we're not going to act like that. We're going to act civilized. Well, around here it doesn't last very long, but I guess it's probably good for a little over a week or something, as long as it's refrigerated and kept cool. And with these mason jars that I put it in, I'm pretty sure if you wanted to, you could just can it, where you put it in a jar and put it in the boiling pot and seal the lid to where that little thing dents in, and it probably would shelf life pretty good if it was around here we call it canning, if you can it correctly. And then it wouldn't have to sit in the refrigerator. It could sit somewhere in a little dark cellar or whatever, shelf. I will test that theory one day to see if I can it and put a date on it, see what it tastes like after a month. But when I make it, it doesn't last long, because I go to town and just eat it. I didn't remind him last night that I had some, because he would have probably used most of it on his baked potato, because it's actually really good on a baked potato as well. If you go to the grocery store, they add preservatives and stuff, but there's the old ways people used to do. They would can their vegetables and things, because they would last for months and months, and you could store them. That's how they did their gardens, was they would can their vegetables, and it keeps them fresh. I just learned that you can actually take a metal garbage can, dig a hole in the ground and put it in there, and line the bottom of it with hay or straw. Then you put it in there a little bit in the bottom, and then you can place potatoes all the way around it, as long as the potatoes ain't touching each other. And then you add more hay on it, and you can layer that whole entire can, and your potatoes will last a long time out of the dirt, where they won't rot. Freshness, everything fresh is better. I wouldn't mind having a garden, a small one, but I can't work one. The weeds would overtake it by the time I got out there and done it. So I don't mind going and finding farmers that sell produce on the side of the road or at a flea market or something, because you can get them fresh vegetables and things a lot fresher than the supermarkets. Yeah, we went to the store and did a little shopping. He was all excited because Walmart here in the middle of nowhere had really good avocados from the Dominican Republic where he's from. So he had to get some. He's like, taste the home. And I like avocados because I like guacamole. So yeah, I took a little bit yesterday and smooshed it up in my salsa. Yep, avocado's green and it's got a big giant avocado pit in the middle of it. You just slice it down the middle, pop it open, and then you get all that delicious green stuff out of it. You never tasted one? It's actually really good. You get them ripe and they make they put onions and things in them and mash it up and it makes like a dip and stuff like that. Or you take little fresh pieces of avocado and put them on your tacos and stuff like that. I mean, there's all kinds of things that you can do with avocado. I used to know a guy that would just slice it and put it on bread, and that's what he would eat. And I was like, I don't know about avocado either, but then I tasted it and I was like, man, that's good. Them two are just having their time of their life with that little rag there. Ain't nothing in there for you, Teddy. Get out of there. Teddy. Teddy. You know better than that. He said, not really, Dad, but I'll listen to you. He knows a lot better, but he pretends like he don't. I think that's why I like Mexican food so much, because it's got spices and flavors in it that normally I don't get. So I like stuff like that. I've always liked a good amount of heat. I don't want things to where it's too hot to eat. It's got to have heat and flavor. You on the doghouse, Snoopy? He said, well, I'm on the cat house. It's not really a doghouse, Dad. We're all too big. Yeah, it was designed for bad weather nights, if the cats are out, they got a place to go hide. They get in their little hut and boom. Stanley, he's inside laying down. He wanted in this morning. He ate breakfast, got in his bed, and said, "Forget life. I'm going to sleep." If you should ever come across the avocado there, Crunch, you should try it out. It's actually really good. Oh man. Let's see if we can see where he decided to perch. He's on top of the doghouse because he can see out. Oh, now I lost him. He's in there somewhere. There his big head is. I swear they got a sixth sense that knows what I'm doing. I film on them. Oh, you haven't seen them at the market? I guess, yeah. Being in India, they probably don't have those like they do here. But I know there's other countries, like he found them that they were from the Dominican Republic where he's born and raised. So I guess more tropical places grow them. I know you get them from Mexico as well. You can't eat the big pit that's in the middle of it, but I'm pretty sure you might be able to grow an avocado tree if you plant it. You stop getting into stuff. No. Teddy. He is such a puppy. He gets his nose into everything. He wants to know what's going on. What's this taste like? Hello. I can't pronounce your name, but I will say hi. It starts with an O. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're on. By the looks of the name, that's what I was thinking, from Russia. Russia or Ukraine. It could be either of the two in that area, I guess. I like when new people say hello. I like it when old people hang out, and everybody that follows me. It's kind of cool. said, the more people that talk, you almost fell down right out of your own chair. The more people that talk, it makes it more interesting, but I don't mind doing it this way. Yeah, I went back in to make my coffee and grab that salsa, and Ruby came out, but Wally went in. Wally was just like, no, I want to go back in. Where's your sister go? I don't see her. I know she didn't go far because I didn't go far. Molly, where you at? Get out from under that porch. Molly. Come on. Molly. Get on up back here. Molly. Come on. All right, everybody. Got a dog missing. She didn't get out. There's nowhere for her to get out at. But she's not answering. And I don't see her. Molly. Get your ass out from under that porch, I told you. Found her. You ain't supposed to be under there. Look at you, all dirty. You just had a bath yesterday. I should bust your butt, but you're too cute. She's like, I just wanted to see what was under there. I gotta rig something up to keep them out from under there. Because they will travel. Oh, that's a nice cool breeze. Does that feel good? It's probably not a cool breeze, but it's been hot, so when it blows, it feels cool. A nice cool breeze for myself. Hi. Hello. How are you doing, mister? No, I didn't say that for you to come over here. No, do not. No, you don't either. You guys get back up there and lay down. I gotta watch Ruby because she'll just pop up like a springboard and land in your lap. She does not ask permission. She just pops right up there and says, deal with me. No, no, you cannot get up here. When we go in a bit, you can get in my lap when I sit in the chair. Man, that's some good coffee. I drink Maxwell House. I don't know what kind of coffee anybody else drinks, but I like Maxwell House better than Folgers. That's the major name brands around here. I have other coffees too. Some good, what is that? One coffee that's really strong. It's Death Wish coffee. You got to grind the beans up because it's full bean form. I have a grinder. I just hadn't made any. So I'm just sticking to the old stuff bought at the store. Now where did he go? There's always one missing. But he might be under the bench. He's a little too fat to get up under the porch. I say that, but he'll probably come sliding out and be like, man, there's a whole new world under there. A whole new world. Ruby, don't even think about it. The two skinnies can get under there, no problem. Teddy, where you at? Teddy, if you're under my porch, I'm going to come get you. I'm going to shoot you with a water hose. No, he was under the bench, which is better than under the porch. Ruby, I'm sorry, sweetie. You cannot jump in my lap. I know you want attention like you never get any. But you get all kinds of it. You do. Don't look at me like I'm lying. She's like, I don't get enough attention. Said everybody's over there playing. Nobody wants to play with me. He's going back under the bench. I don't know what's under there. There ain't nothing under there that can hurt him, but hey, Oliver, don't you even do it. They hear something. He's got to be the first to tell them, stop running. He thinks he's the boss. And that gets him in trouble. Well, tell him, Molly. She's ready to tell everybody. She's standing behind Oliver, complaining, and he won't move. He's just sitting right there, and she was behind him like, move, and he just sat down. He's like, I don't have to go anywhere. Well, what is it, sweetness? Yeah? You're very vocal. She thinks she's big and bad, but she's not. She's not big or bad. She just likes to think she is. That's just too funny. Too funny. Them two just relaxing. They're doing what they do. Morning. Well, they decided to come out again. He's like, I was the only one in the house. Let me go. I don't know what shampoo she bought for the dogs. It's the shampoo and conditioner. I told her to go ahead and wash Wally with it because Wally's allergic to everything. If he breaks out, I had to give him some Benadryl. But whatever that shampoo is, it didn't break him out. He doesn't have any bumps or welts on him. So I'll have to get the name of it. We will, won't we, Betty? We'll have to get the name and make for sure that we get you more. I've been fighting with him trying to trim his nails. Nobody else likes their nails cut. They want to run. They like the Dremel to where I can file them down. So I leave it by my chair and I file everybody's nails down. Wally doesn't like it. He doesn't bite me, but he tries to grab my hand with his mouth. He's like, go away. But you can take the big clippers out. He'll let you snip them. But with him having big nails and things, I worry. I'm no professional. I'm just one man taking care of a bunch of dogs.
How you feeling this morning, huh?
Doing all right. I got to keep an eye on the bruising, make sure it don't spread. I think everything's hunky-dory. It's probably what it is. It's supposed to bruise up some. I got pictures of it to track the progress. Because being a fat guy, you can't really just look down there and investigate everything. So you gotta take pictures. Hey man, you too. Be safe and don't work too hard.
Yes, sir. I'll do I gotta grab I think I left my extension cord in the garage when I cleaned your car.
No, that's no problem. If it's there, it's there. It's Sunday morning. He's on his way to the flea market. He tents cars, and that's what he does on the weekends. He's out at the flea market here in town. Throws down the window tint on everybody's car. My car wasn't here but 3 days, and he already had it wrapped up in window tint. He's like, gotta have it. Which is nice. It keeps the sun out. Definitely a lot cooler than what it would be without it. Neighbor dogs are raising Cain. They're out and about. Ugh. Animals. They're raising hell. Everybody else is thinking about it. Molly, she'll talk back. Everybody else is like, it's just Frank and Toby. The look on his face. He was sniffing and woofing. neighbor dogs. She yelling at Wally. Wally, he don't care. He's like, go ahead and yell at me. No one, he could just squish him with a paw. But he's usually very gentle with the dogs. He's a gentle giant. So they went to the dollar store last night and they took Wally with them. They took him inside and went shopping. They said he did really good. And the people at the store said, no, we're pet friendly. You're allowed to bring him in. So he got to go shopping. I take one of them to Tractor Supply once in a while. It's usually a little dog because taking Wally is, I go to Tractor Supply for dog food. All right, peace. So when I go get the dog food, it takes two hands to grab it, so I don't want to let him go. He go roaming around the store because they got chickens. They're baby chickens, but they have chickens. I don't want to lead him to temptation to have chicken dinner. Winter chicken dinner. Let's go back to that place that sells my chickens. So he's just relaxing. He's like, I just wish he would go away. If he doesn't pay attention to the camera, he doesn't run from it. He's over there contemplating life. They're over there contemplating dreams. I can't never get this thing to sit straight up, straight down. That's pretty close. Toby and Molly. I knew that was coming. What y'all gonna do? You woofed? Y'all got up like you're gonna do something. Everybody just standing at the top of the stairs, barking. That's just too funny. They're up and down more than a yo-yo. Is what they're doing. Up and down like a yo-yo. Well, everyone, I've been out here a little over an hour. I'm not going to waste my day out here just talking to myself. Nobody's chiming in, so. You guys have a great Sunday and a great week. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Come back and join me anytime. And if you write comments and things, I'll answer them. We'll talk about whatever. I'm not picky. But if you haven't subscribed, then please do so, and And again, thanks for watching and hanging out. You guys have a great Sunday. And whatever you do, be safe. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good day.